What is up, all you beautiful people? It's I, AkemiTCG, back with a brand new video. Y'all keep asking me for the Rikka Fairy deck list that I'm using in Master Duel, okay? And the reason why I haven't been showing that yet is because honestly, I just don't have all the cards I need, and I'm currently unhappy with the build of it, especially since the games aren't best out of 3. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm building this deck as of now, and the ideal build I'd like if I had all the URs I needed. And I'm going to explain my thought process between pretty much all the choices I make, and you're going to be shocked because this deck is 48 cards. It's a ton of cards, so get ready. Here we go. This is the current build I'm using. I literally, the moment I get gems and I'm able to use them, I just buy more and more cards. So this is the current build. I'm gonna go through every single card I use and what are the reasonings and the choices of why I'm using these specific cards, okay? So we have 48 cards in the main. So first off, reason why we have 48 cards in the main is, yes, this deck does brick. You're playing the Snowdrops, you're playing the Hellbore, you're playing the Model, you're playing Erika's and Petal. You literally need to open with one of the small guys or Glamour or at least a Prosperity so you can dig in order to get through that. But at the same time, there's a lot of cards you don't want to draw. You really don't want to draw into a double copy of Parallel Exceed, which probably never happened. It only happened once ever. You never kind of want to draw into Hellbore just because you just want to search it when you need to. You never really want to draw Mardell. You never ever want to draw into Har. And you never want to draw into Blessed Winds because you just want to search it off of Marjoram. So let me explain everything. So we're playing the Evil Thorn package. I do like the combo build. If you literally just want to sit on just a Teardrop and a whole bunch of traps, you can just replace the Evil Thorns, put in a couple of traps, and honestly, it'll work. The hard traps like Solemn Strike, Imperm, anything like that will honestly work. But I really enjoy playing Evil Thorn because if you open Evil Thorn Primula, it's really good. Or Evil Thorn plus another extender, it's really good. Evil Thorn plus Parallel Exceed even is very good. Next, we're playing the one Spore. Just have a Recursion in grave. We don't have Glow Bulb. I believe we don't. Okay. I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure we don't have Glow Bulb, so we're playing that one Spore. This has saved me in so many situations where I've summoned 2, get the Spore back from grave. I've had a time where I Spore plus Laurel linked into Jasmine, and that saved me the game because Laurel got sent to the graveyard. I get the search. It was really good. I do like Droll a lot. This deck loses to heavy combo, and Droll just tends to stop combo, especially Drytron, where Ash doesn't really do as much. Droll is just better. So 1 Laurel, because you only really need to play 1. You just search it when you need to. Or like you summon it off a Lone Fire. 3 Petal, obviously this is a really Rikka heavy focus deck. I'm not playing any of this in Avalon stuff, if you guys can't tell. Because when we get Sowing, I'll play it, but as of right now, I just prefer this build a little bit more. 2 Maxi. You could honestly fit in the 3rd to make it 49, but I like Droll actually a little bit more than Maxi. Because Droll also stops the Maxi too, so we'd take it. 3 Lone Fire, obviously. 2 Primula. You could play 3. I just like it better at 2 just because I never want to see more than 1. Whereas Petal is, you kind of have to see it. If you see more than 1, that's completely fine because you can go Petal, Snowdrop, summon Petal, Snowdrop. Now you have Recursion. Just in case they banish one of them, you do have another one. But Primula, you really never want to see 1. We got 3 Mudon. This card's cracked. Gives you the search for Glamour, Tranquility, and Sheet. Erika. If something's tributed and it's in the grave, you can special summon it back. Also gives something 1000 attack by tributing it from the hand. So it has really good synergy with Kanzashi. So that's why I do play the 1. And also if you exceed with it, it doesn't go to the banish pile. It just goes back to the grave. So you can get extra leverage by playing Erika and then have it recur almost every turn. Parallel Exceed, obviously, because that's the fastest way to turbo out Strene. I can't think of a feasible way to turbo out Strene without an extender. Turn 1 and also get the effect off. So Parallel Exceed is the fastest way to do it, especially with Sun Avalon Dryas. Get 3 Snowdrop, 1 Hellbore. There actually was a lot of times where I've already used Snowdrop's effect to bait out like an Imperm or something, and then I didn't summon Snowdrop from hand yet, so I'd search for Hellbore, and then you go Snowdrop Hellbore and still make a straight 8. Because Snowdrop, you can only use it once per turn to copy the levels. So I've had several occasions where this popped up, and also holding Hellbore in hand, if they have something that targets my stuff, is phenomenal because people do not see it coming. Obviously the model, so you can search for either generator boss stage or pretty much any of your plants, so it's pretty correct. And unfortunately we have to main deck the Lightning Storm. I would play a couple more, but Imperial Order is a pain in the neck, so I think the ratio is correct where I'm playing 2 Twin, 1 Lightning Storm. Lightning Storm just in case for major cards that come up, and then Twin Twisters to just pop the back row. I might try playing evenly matched, that could be a possibility, and I have to think about it a little bit more and tinker with it. But the thing is, this deck does lose the skill drain, it does lose the zombie world, it loses to depending on the situation, does lose the Imperial Order, so Twin Twisters is a very strong card here. 3 Glamour. For the search, 2 Prosperity, you could bunk it up to 3 if you like, but usually I only dig for 3. If I'm in a pinch, I'll dig for 6. 2 Twin, 2 Callby obviously, 2 Droplet. Unfortunately, if you go second, they make a board, then you gotta figure out how to break it. 1 Rikka Tranquility to revive your stuff. I prefer going Teardrop Tranquility first over Teardrop Sheet, just because with Tranquility, at least you can chain it. With Sheet, they have to summon something. So with Tranquility, I have more peace of mind when I have just big blockers, because people honestly can't get over 26 most of the time, because that's a big blocker. And it does get you in a pinch where during the end phase, if nothing happens, you can Tranquility the Teardrop back. Next turn, you put it to attack mode, then tribute something, make it 3k, and then you can go for game. And then Sheet, I usually go second, but it really depends on the deck. But most of the time, if I'm going blind, I will go Tranquility and Teardrop turn 1 if I could. And IDP, this deck loses to Eldritch kind of hard, especially if they play Zombie World, so IDP is just the out to the whole entire deck in general. I played against this Eldritch player. I'm going to showcase the replay where they summon Eldritch. Ice Dragon Prison one of them. They summoned the Fusion and then IDP all Eldritch. So they lost all 3 copies of the Eldritch and their and their Fusion monster. And then 1 Blessed Winds for the Sweet Marjoram combo. Extra deck, we have Rosemary, Marjoram, Princess Bright, that's a placeholder. A Nightingale to make the Zeus. If you go 2 Evil Thorn, well, Evil Thorn into double, go into Nightingale, go into Zeus, that can honestly save you so many games. It's incredibly strong. Strenna, 1 Kanzashi, Aurea to bounce stuff that's untargetable. 2 Teardrops, obviously. Hyperiton, I go into him sometimes, but I just prefer the interruption more than the negate. Because this is baitable. This is sometimes baitable, depending on like if they challenge you or something like that. So I like Teardrop a little bit more than Hyperiton. Zeus, obviously 1 Drytron. Jasmine, I would like to bunk this up to 2 because it makes the most use of Bengal Lancer, and then 1 Boral Sword. Obviously you're not going to make it if you're locked into plants, but there is times where it comes up where end phase you go Tranquility, and then now you have enough monsters to make a Link 4, then you go Boral Sword for game. Did you know I have a website? Visit AkemiTCG.com to get your limited edition Rikka Fairy merchandise today. So now we're going to move on to the ideal list and the real changes, okay? The real changes I have currently, this will change, 100% will change once I tinker it with a bit more in plat. You need All-Save. Such a strong card. This is the way you can get rid of opponent's back row or something you don't like, and then put it to the top or the bottom of the deck, which is absolutely insane. And also let you mill 1 for free. So sometimes, occasionally, you can mill a Spore, mill a Laurel, just mill like a name, and it really helps a lot. And also a second Jasmine. The reason why you want to go second Jasmine is if you somehow find a way to extend and get Laurel, and you make a second Jasmine using Laurel as material, you get 2 searches. So you can literally search for Snowdrop and Mudon if you haven't yet. Make these 2, go into Bengal Lancer, tribute the Bengal Lancer with Snowdrop, and then make a Teardrop, and then get the Bengal Lancer back by banishing both Jasmines, which is really cracked. And also you get the Mudon search, so you pretty much make a 3 interruption board, which is pretty good for this particular deck. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Give me some feedback. I'm still working on this deck, but at the same time, I'll be posting up some more clips like I've been doing in the past, and also a couple of duels with deep analysis on my thought process throughout playing this deck, because this deck honestly is not easy to play, and I want to help you figure out how to play this deck to the maximum potential. I'm AkemiTCG. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
The world ends now.